Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. James right side to the paint. Here's Shumpert, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in James.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Harrison Barnes is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Curry in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Curry. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Here's Thompson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And on the way from Irving for three, the offensive rebound. Thompson misses. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Barbosa. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your... head in the game.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Cleveland leading by 9. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Dellavedova dishes to Smith. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
Draymond Green. That's his first personal foul.
Clark is checked in for Leandro Barbosa.
Ian Clark.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Left block shot on the way. Irving drives in. Shot clock at 5. Love the pass to Irving. Looking to end his cold spell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat from deep.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Ian Clark, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Irving against Curry. Smith outside. The shot misses. So Golden State will take it the other way. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Smith for 3. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors trail by 13. There's Green with the 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Smith outside. Shot from the wing. Again, the miss by Smith.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL. Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
The dish to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland. Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Curry can't get it to go.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. They get it again. The Warriors shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Kicks it to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. And a miss there on the triple.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Their biggest problem is dealing with Love. He has 8 points and 1 assist.
And he's good on the second.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Here's Dellavedova. The three ball. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson for the triple, and he gets it to go. Thompson's got 8. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
6 to shoot. No one covering. 9 points for Smith.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Brandon Rush is checked in for Barnes. Smith for 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova.
Yes,
and that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. Curry kicks to Green. There's the triple. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Frye, good.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
Outside, Green. Irving against Curry. Irving with the steal. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And it's blocked by Curry. And they're able to recover. In the corner, Smith with it. The second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
It's been a good one for Smith. He has 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
The tray, but they recover it. And stolen by LeBron. He kicks it to Smith. Wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 15 points for Smith. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to